Hi, we would like to say now about database. What is database? So before that, we need to understand what is data. So data is a collection of characters, numbers, images that represents information about an object, information about an object or object attribute. Now, what is object? Now here we can see in this picture we have, let's say, item table. We can say some information about item. Now here item will be called as an object. It's an object item, and we can see information about object here, object name, that is item name, and price, about a cake. So here we have some information about some product, its price, and that is represented by some set of characters, which is like a cake, CAKE, or some numbers, numeric values. So that are called data. So data is a number, numeric values or characters, or it can represent here images about the product, or any information about that. So that is called data. Now what is database? So we just saw about data. What is data? Now to preserve data for our information system, we have to preserve the data in tabular form. And what is tabular form? We have tabular form. You have table. The data is represented in a table. So table, you have a column that represents the attribute, and then the row, each row will represent a unique value or a value about that object. So we have here item, or you can say product, and you have cake, bread, biscuit, or snacks. Now each row represents information about a product, that is cake, its price, and other information. And this is called a table. So data is preserved in a tabular form. Here you can see another table about shipment. Here you can see another table on suppliers information. So data is preserved in tabular form, and they will have interrelationship. That is another attribute, that is they will have interrelationship. Now how you can see the relationship here? As you can see here, that this table has shipment information. Now S1, if we would not have this 2 on the left, you can see S1, I1, you won't be able to understand what is it about. Okay, and you have millions of records, day-to-day basis you do shipment, or if you consider that as a sales table, so daily sales are going on. This is supplier, this is item, and the quantity is this. How you would understand basically how would you understand that this information represents this? So on this table, if we go there, we can get information about items, okay, about cake, bread, biscuits, snacks. And on the other hand, if we go to this table, S1, you can see S1 supplier, basically Britannia supplier, or new bakers suppliers. Now why you may consider why we couldn't just put everything together. So it will be very difficult to manage. So for the manage purpose, we put, and we will see when we do database optimization why we split the information into multiple tables. One of the key reason is redundancy. We will see a lot of repetitions. If we would put information about items, suppliers, shipment in one table, there will be a lot of repetition, and repetition means more data you are containing, more cost. Another important point about database is method. So we have data in tabular form. Okay, we have so many tables, and we have methods on that. To retrieve that, we will have methods or operations, and that is also attribute of the database. we have the purpose of the database will be reduce redundancy. As I said, there would be repetition if you would put everything together in a file system, but when we are putting it to into tabular form, we are splitting the tables or information the way you are saying right now. So that will help in data redundancy, repetition. And consistency is another character of the database, which is like you have information in multiple tables relating to multiple information. For example, you have social security information in one table. So there will be hundreds of tables in an application, and maybe a social security number will be used on 3-4 tables. Now let's say like if one table has a social security number that is 1, 2, 3, 4, another table for the same person we have a different social security number, we can make mistake, but our database will not allow to make mistake to enter a wrong information on the system. That in one place we have one social security number for one person, for the same person in another place, another table, we have different social security number. We will not be allowed in the database when we will go and enter that we can enter that information. So this will be protected by database. Another thing is security. We have the ability to secure it. We have ability to share the information across a whole country. Like you have centralized database, you have distributed database. With that, everywhere information can be seen. So data can be shared there or distributed, and we can put several constraints on that table, like the value of a product cannot be more than 50, or you have social security number, nobody can put it more than a 9-digit or 10-digit, like that. So this kind of data constraint or data constraint we will require to put it there, and we cannot do that without database properly. We'll see all these characteristics when we start T-SQL. We will be able to understand that.